have it your way.
Oh shit. You kids have fun. I take back the whole disappointment thing. This part is actually pretty entertaining. Okay, I'm just gonna walk on by, and I'm gonna go hit up some synthetics. Some synthetics that want some freedom up in here, right?
You won't just run.
No, nothing.
Hey there. Yeah?
Okay, whatever. That's all I wanted. Oh shit, I should stim pack or something, man. Hey, sup, synthetics? How you doing,
Hey,
F633?
Can't believe you do that for us. Thank you.
I haven't done anything for you yet. Are you doing Y915?
Excuse me.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
Cool. Man. Apparently they got a gym down at the Institute? You are jacked, sir. You are swole as fuck.
Hey.
Hi,
Thank you
B257.
for sparing us.
Yeah, that's what I do. What's up, mutton
Hey.
chops?
You've given us another chance at life. We won't
Alright,
forget it.
enjoy freedom and stuff. Curie, how you feel about all this?
What do you want?
I demand your thoughts.
Excuse me.
What shall we talk about?
Freedom!
Your thoughts?
But these scenes only wanted to be free. Is that really wrong?
I couldn't agree more.
Your thoughts?
Humanity is so resilient to cling to life despite all of this. It is the duty of us all to further that survival.
Could not agree more. Let's go.
Couldn't have anything else.
As you wish.
Alright, that was...
All right.
Are you Joker
Still in
still
one piece.
throwing down with old Dancy Boy over here? You know he can't die. He's essential. But, you know, you can die. Hate to break it to you. You know, it's kind of how the game works. I'm sorry. If it were up to me, Dan would totally be killable. But, you know, what are you going to do? Jesus Christ. Can I get by? Okay, thanks. You kids have fun, okay? Try not to poke each other's eyes out or something. You're going to need those. Unless you're all synthetics and you can, like... Can they grow eyeballs? I mean, they can make people, right? So can they make eyeballs and just, you know, pop them back in the old synthetic head? Can they do that? Is that a thing? I'm pretty sure that has to be a thing. What's going on? Oh, whatever. I forgot what I was talking about. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go back to the Institute. And I'm gonna tell father/son all about what happened. Is he outside? Oh, yeah, he's outside the Institute for this one. Oh, and, I'm gonna need to tell you a little story about this next part coming up, okay? So, if you're playing along with me, this is a very important thing to listen to, so heed my words, friends.
What's that?
Oh, hey, super mutants, cool. Father/son, he's probably not gonna be too happy about us, you know, not getting his slaves back. He's not gonna be too happy about it. And I know the knee-jerk reaction to him not being happy about, you know, us not facilitating his slavery is to, you know, shoot out the bird and scream freedom like a, you know, like a patriot. But we need to temper our passions for freedom for this. Otherwise, he will get very mad at us. And if you pop off at him too much, he will kick you out of the Institute. So unless you want to do that shit right now,
In all my
I would not
years,
advise
I've
doing
never
it.
set foot
Why?
outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason.
Was that right?
But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Are you sure about that? I don't think it's that bad. It's kind of cool, actually. You just need a gun and you're good.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They kind of left me frozen, man.
They left me on ice. For 60 years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Yeah, well... Wait, hold on. Did we... You let me out? What? Wait. Did we know that? I don't know if we knew that. Did we know that? You let me out?
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Yeah, well... What do you think, man? Was it worth it?
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events.
Here we
Bunker Hill did
go.
not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
Man, shit. There's an ambush, man. It was fucked up,
We were
man.
totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise.
Are you scolding
Bunker
me?
Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And
You
to
do
see
not
the
take that tone
Brotherhood of
with me,
Steel
son. You are
involved in this,
grounded.
they had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time
Okay.
to go back in.
Yeah? Don't wanna... No? I gotta take in the sights, the sounds, the smells of the apocalypse. Dog meat's into it. This guy over here is not gonna be into it. Because he is in sniper range. Ah, you buttbag. Well, so much for old mother-son bonding. That didn't quite go well. Where's Curie? I demand your thoughts on all of this, Curie. Did you fall off the roof? Goof.
Heads up.
May I be of assistance?
So, how to fall out with a kid? What do you think of all that?
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, sometimes.
Your thoughts?
Sometimes I feel things so vividly. It's a wonder people don't explode.
I know, right?
Your thoughts?
I notice that other people stare at me. Is there something wrong with my backside?
Nothing else I needed.
Not a problem. Let us continue our journeys.
Curie, I try to make myself not use this word, but I find myself using it in your circumstances more often than not. You are absolutely adorbs. That's short for adorable. It's an adorable way to say adorable. Adorbs. That's you, Curie. You're goof. I'm out of here. I've had enough feels. Hey, but by the way, I don't know if they mentioned this, but you can get a new follower now. You can get a new follower now. I didn't know about this for the longest
From what I
time
hear,
either.
that rogue synth
But
of
you can
Italian
get
is
a
real
courser
menace.
follower, X692, after you do the whole Bunker Hill thing. You can. You absolutely can. but like in the upper left-hand corner of the screen where they give you all your messages, yeah, they do it like right after you get chewed out by your kid and the mission thing happens, and it's very easy to miss, man.
Let's
Son.
get this
So, that's the
directorate
thing.
meeting over with before we speak further. It's... well, it's important. Let's get this directorate meeting
Oh
over
yeah,
with before
okay,
we
yeah,
speak
sure. I feel you. Let's go have the meeting with the board of directors. I shall talk with their faces beforehand. Ayo, sup, you son of a bitch. I don't like you. How things with you?
Justin,
Do you mind?
No, I don't. Hi, Clayton. You're all
Dr.
right.
Holdren,
Now's not really a good time.
Okay. What's your name again, Allie?
Dr. Fillmore.
Can we maybe talk later?
All right. I'm just saying what's up. You know, saying what's up to my fam.
Hey, Doc.
A little busy right now.
Are ya? Look like you're just sitting around. The sun's staring down a synth over there, like mother, like son. Yeah, sure. I'll stare down a synth. I don't give a fuck. Who are you looking at?
for any disruptions that my work might cause.
Good, we're all here.
Oh shit, we're going.
I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will
What are you
address the
talking
issue,
about?
But there are other subjects that require our
This camera
attention
angle's really
first.
fucking with me,
The level
man.
of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes. Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned.
My
Boston
minute dudes,
International
okay.
Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
You're talking about
Yes,
me,
that's
aren't you?
True. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Oh yeah, Phase 3. I know all about Phase 3. Totsies, yeah.
Of course.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were.
Oh.
The project has been classified for quite a long time.
Oh, so
Power
you knew
is,
the answer to the question
I'm
you
sure
just
you've
asked me,
seen
you
above
son of a
ground.
bitch.
A very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Right, okay. I'm going to go with disaster.
Whoa. Nuclear power? That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Not in our hands. I assure you this is the answer. This is the future. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
yes.
What I
but-
do.
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No.
Can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone.
You mean like in the
please.
Buddhist sense or
I'm
in
sorry.
the like cancer sense?
This is not how I wanted to tell you. But we're running out of time.
You're dying?
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer.
Okay, the cancer sense.
Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Woo woo! Yeah!
You can't be serious.
What are you talking about?
Can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Born
Ignoring
leader,
your
motherfucker!
borderline insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard.
That's
This will
right.
conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Meeting done, big promotion. What is this, the military? I fucked up the mission and got a promotion. This is Catch-22? What is going on? Read the book, you'll know what I'm talking about. Son, father, Sean.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
Nah, it's all good, baby. It's pretty freaking rad. I got
I
this.
can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Cheer. Oh, there was the message. It's okay. After that, you can get X688 as a companion. See, in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, they might show it whenever they get done showing the whole. No, they're not gonna show it. It was for like a second. You'd have to pause the video to see it. But yes, it gave a little message that X688 can now be a follower. It's so bullshit. Like the first couple times I played this game, I didn't even know he was a follower. I don't even know where to find him, honestly. He might be in the SRB section? I don't know. Anyway, let me give you a rundown of what's going on from here on out. Okay, kids? I think we're going to do a couple Institute missions after this, next episode. And then, as for the main storyline, hard decisions have to be made. You feel me? Like real ass, which faction am I gonna roll with? Decisions are gonna be— Shut up! You! I'm speaking to people. Okay, but yeah, we need to like start, you know, aligning ourselves with people we want to be aligned with. So that's coming up very, very quickly, which also means the end of the game's coming pretty quickly. Oh my god, so exciting. Who will Grim and the Overboss roll with, though? Find out sometime on Fallout 4. I'll see you there. Bye.